How y'all doing once again, man? It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. Larry Actions, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Oh, so checked out Creed 3. I remember when I went to the theater and I saw the poster for the first Creed. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I just saw this blacked out poster and it said Creed. And then I remember when the trailer had dropped and I saw Michael B. Jordan and they just opened it up with him just kind of throwing the hands. I was like, wait a minute. And instantly I was like, boxing Creed? I was like, Rocky? And I was like, what the fuck? They doing this. And now we at Creed 3. This movie was amazing. This movie was really good. It was really good. Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, he did a phenomenal fucking job. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Shout out to Tessa Thompson. Shout out to Phylicia Rashad. Shout out to Jonathan Majors. Everybody did their damn thing. Everybody, even his daughter, that was actually deaf, and they had to actually go and learn sign language and shit like that. So shout out for them to getting deep into the role like that. I mean, real talk. This movie was really good. Basically, it's about it's Adonis. He's retired. It's been 3 years. He retired, and it's about a situation that happened when he was younger. Him and his friend Jonathan Majors, Damien. They got into some trouble. Basically, Adonis got out of the trouble, and Damien got caught holding a gun, basically. So Damien did time, and we all know what happened with Adonis. He went on to be world champion. So Damien gets out, and he feels like he's old. He's feel like he been in jail, he been locked up for 18 years. So he feel like he got something to prove. He got a chip on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So he reaches out to Adonis, and Adonis agrees to help him. And it just from there it just Damien got a lot of animosity. You know what I'm saying? You can already tell it's something not right with him. That's anybody that's been institutionalized, man. It's been in the penal system, the jail, whatever, locked up, whatever. You can look at them and you can just tell by their mannerisms, the way they act. You know something's not right. So, it just kicks off with a sparring match that he had in the gym, and you can see the animosity and just everything, and like he ends up he wants a shot, and once he gets the shot and things start going his way, it's just like, man, the tensions start coming up. It's a lot of it's foul play involved without spoiling it. I'm just gonna say that it's foul play, mistrust. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that went on with this story, and it was very well written. I loved every minute of this movie. It was really good. Sylvester Stallone was not in it. I was hoping to see Sylvester probably pop up at the end, but I know, sometimes when they say that this actor's not going to be in it, they like to swerve you at the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden they pop up, but this ain't what happened. He kept his word. He was not in the movie, but it was cool because they really didn't need Sylvester Stallone. They really didn't need Rocky. You know, this was about Adonis and his past and him dealing with that chip that he's had on his shoulder with this guilt trip that he's been on, thinking that he owes Damien something. And, you know, thinking that, you know, he has to help him. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you can help anybody, but it's ways of helping people. If they want to help, you know, if they want to help themselves, if they just out of control, then, you know what I'm saying, you know, what can you do? And it's one gripe I got about this movie. There was a scene, a fight scene, where they went into like a dream scape, like in their minds, like they were dreaming, but they were fighting, but there wasn't a crowd. And then, you know, backgrounds and backdrops start coming up in the ring. That was kind of, it was okay at first, but after a while, it's like, okay, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. But there is a very cool thing that Michael B. Jordan incorporated into the fights. It's like everything kind of slows down, and he notices the weakness, the opening in his opponents, with his opponents. And it's like a close up on his face, and he kind of drift to the side, you know, that real dynamic camera angle, and it's like, and he sees the opening. And when I saw this shit, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, that's some Dragon Ball Z shit. And I fucking looked it up, and that's where he got the idea from. Shout out to motherfucking Michael B. Jordan. He's a Dragon Ball fan. That shit was straight out of Dragon Ball Z. That shit was phenomenally done. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. If y'all haven't seen it, when y'all see it, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That shit was dope. That shit was fire. That shit was dope as fuck. It really was. But all in all, this was definitely go check this out. Definitely go check this out. It's a really good movie. The standout, besides Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors, man, he played that fresh out of jail, you know, motherfucker with a chip on his shoulder, ready to take on the world, man. He played that shit to the T. And he, you know, times he made it awkward and uncomfortable. And it's a lot of actors that cannot pull that shit off, but he pulled that shit off. This is definitely going in the collection. Definitely plan on buying this, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Creed 3. If you're a fan of the franchise, this is by far probably, I put this up there with the first one. And another thing I'm gonna say, the entrance, you know how they do, you know, the last fight, and they do the introductions when they do the walkout, when the fighters do the walkout. I think Adonis's walkout in the last fight, I don't think it was as good as when in the second one when he fought Drago the second time. I think that was the dopest walkout when Bianca, you know, his wife came out there and she was singing the song, and that was just it was dope as fuck. If it don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? That was dope as fuck. But and without spoiling it, people do pop up from the first movie and the second movie. And I'm not gonna say it. Y'all go see it. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. But as usual, y'all comment down below what y'all thought about the movie. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.